What's happening, Trojan Nation? This is Coach Kennelly here with another episode of my Key series. And today I'm going to talk about two of my favorite things to do, and they've definitely helped me out a lot. And I've got a lot deeper into them during 2020 with the lockdown for my mental stress and just to document this time so my son and further generations and myself, I can look back and see what I was doing during this time. And one of that part is going to be journaling. So you kids know we do it at least almost once a class, definitely once a week. And I give you some prompts, I give you some ideas, I talk about something, I show you a video, one of these keys. But at the end of the day, you could choose anything you want to write in that journal because I truly believe there's value of getting your thoughts out on paper. And I love that we can make you kids, you could type it, you could write it out by hand. I'm old school. I value writing it by hand. It helps me remember. But you kids, you're built different from me, and everybody learns differently. So if you type it, some use a cell phone with the thumbs, like, it's all good. You're getting your thoughts off your chest, and even if you're not expressing them to other people yet, you're still just able to think about your own process. And then you should look back at your journal and see, when I was having a good day, what are some things that led to that? What are some the processes that led to me having that good day, and how can I replicate them? And you could also look back on days that you had a bad day or you struggled, and what are the factors that led to that struggling? Is it anything external you may be able to control? Is anything internal you might be able to control and determine yourself? So you have to look yourself in the mirror and be accountable. A big part of this class is about being truthful for yourself. I'm a truth seeker and also a truth teller, and sometimes that's hard, but it all starts with you. If you could look in the mirror and you could lie to yourself, like, it's going to be hard for you to change yourself, and I definitely can't change you. You think about that when you try to change other people too. Think how hard it is for you to change you, and you have all the tools. So when you invest your time in other people, like I do, and you know that sometimes you won't get the results that you want because people they have that free will that's been put into them. That's something that is good for people to have. But you need to look yourself in the mirror and tell the truth. If you could lie to you, that's a major character flaw, and this whole class is not going to mean nothing to you because it's just going to be a whole string of lies, and just you need to get your mental game first and hit me up. We could work on strategies for that. But for everybody else, start to keep a journal. If you've seen, that journal of Anne Frank and the Holocaust is a big thing, and not a lot of people kept it. And we read that still in schools to this days. Freedom Writers was a great movie. We show that where they got their thoughts out on paper. So just things like that to look into and find people who you look up to and see if they journal. And the second half to this is to make a to-do list every day. Like, here's mine for today. Got a few things scratched off, few left to do. And got another to-do list for different things. Here's my to-do list. Make a key video, and it's going to be about this type of stuff. I get a satisfaction each time I scratch something off my to-do list. That feels good. That's part of the joy that keeps me motivated. Put easy things on there. Wake up in the morning, make your bed. Wake up, scratch that off. Go to class, scratch it off. Stay the whole day, scratch that off. Bathroom break. Like, make it simple and once you start stacking those little gains on each other, getting 1% better, it's going to add up to you being an overall better person. The same thing if you start doing negative stuff, what you practice, you're going to get good at. So if every day you show up, you be late, practice being lazy and making bad decisions, you're going to start getting good at that. And that's eventually going to form a habit. Thoughts become words, become actions, become habits. We've been over that. Practice good thoughts, words, actions, and habits. Because we always get that voice where you call your inner demon, your devil, somebody trying to get you down. That voice is going to be there. Most people, almost all, cannot get that voice out. That's okay. Learn to live with it. Learn to talk to that voice. Like, no, I'm not going for that today. That's how it is. And you need to be able, if you can control your mind, everything else will start going better for you because at least you have a chance. If you're hurting in your own mind, like it's around Halloween right now. If you heard of the Ghetto Boys, my mind's playing tricks on me. I grew up in Chicago, and I realized later on that I go with a lot of PTSD. Like, when I go in rooms, I still put my back to the door because I'm watching everybody. I don't trust everybody, and I still got that South Side in me, and it's something I'm working on. So when I came to Wisconsin at first, I was super happy. Like, people could wear any color. Where I grew up, if I wore a wrong color and I walked a block away, then that's right there. It's on site, and they're gonna tell me, who you is, what you is, whatever it is, spit your lick. And I needed to be conscious of what colors I wore, what neighborhoods I was going into. When I moved to Wisconsin, I didn't see that. Pant legs rolled up, like, it's old school stuff. Like, hat busted, like all this stuff meant something back then to people. And I was free to start to embrace like different clothing, and so I had to wear a lot of blacks and a lot of just like neutral colors in Chicago if I didn't want to get in the battles. I went to school with kids. Well, they lived in the hood and they went to like a nicer school. Maybe they had athletic or academic scholarship. If they went home with books or a certain jacket from that school, they get jumped just because they look like a target. Even though that hood knows them, they grew up there, but now you show like you get a little extra. And sometimes you be protected too. Like D Rose grew up nearby where I did, and you couldn't touch D Rose. They had a great family support system, great brothers, and he can go to any court and play. And no matter who was around the city, we all knew that that's something that's to be respected. So he went about his ways. So just learn that there's more outside your little bubble. There's more than Burleigh Street. There's more than Silver Spring. There's more than the Meadows. There's more than Locust. There's more than the South Side. Wherever you at, more than Beecher Street. And just start to be open to those things. Before I got to Wisconsin, I thought all y'all did was tip cows and drink beer like on the '70s show. Now I've been a Wisconsin resident for over a decade. I love it here, and I'm trying to build something up with you kids. And journaling, to-do lists has been a big part of them. So I hope you start to use some of those in your own daily life, even if it's just one to-do list. Wake up, go to bed, scratch it off, feel good for yourself. You got 1% better. And I'll thank you for watching. And as always, it's going to be peace and much love to you.